there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the American, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Pirates will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tar Heels offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
The Tar Heels will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the return. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So East Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. grab behind the line. It's O'Brien. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
The Pirates need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, East Carolina.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Pressure coming. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Gauze. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Lopez to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Ship. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Escapes trouble. Boom. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ship. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Hauser. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Pirates are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Takes a handoff. It's Montgomery. They make the stop right at the 34-yard line, standing tall to keep them from converting on 3rd down. 4th down coming.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Makes it past the marker. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. TCU looked less like a pack of frogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Carter Stadium. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quickly to the tight end. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Grabbed behind the line. It's O'Brien. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw on 3rd. Pulls it in. It's Smith. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO fired complete to the left. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
The Pirates back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, ECU.
And it's so underrated. The relationship relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Hauls it in. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Takes the grab on the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gauze. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive yards.
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrow.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll pull it down. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
He'll pull it down and run.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively. Kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And the Pirates come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Working that left side now. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
The Pirates kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
That's a good... quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Hold it, finds his man on the left.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Here comes the heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the middle mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Pirates headed quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Using his feet to buy time. Fires to the big fella.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space, and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Hauser. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Pirates will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Just keeps slinging it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And Him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the ground game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
The Pirates have it with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Touchdown, Pirates! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And I absolutely love this play call. You still got a little bit of space while you're not too close to the goal line, where you can run your big tight end right up the middle of the field, run the post route, throw it up to him, let him do the rest, and get the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to LSU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Second down, they'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air, it's Hauser. A little release to the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lopez to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hood. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand this is the most important play of the game. It's 4th down. We got to get the first down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Hauser. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
There he goes. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to me.
And the Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Pirates come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pirates pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, East Carolina. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, It's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Now adjusting. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
They're working that left side. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. He's looking. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Ship. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool.